welcome to Galaxy Manifesto. This is Yvonne. On the journey of learning, love, and wisdom, we're never alone. A warm welcome if this is your first time here. This is a channel where we use color perception method as a gateway to inner exploration, learning to awaken our sixth sense, dive into the subconscious, and walk the path of self-healing and greater happiness. Now it's the time for our watercolor section. This part isn't about being good at painting. It's more about offering you an example of an activity that helps you focus, unwind, and feel present. You're welcome to paint along with me, or you can grab a notebook or tablet and jot down any reflection or takeaways that come up while I'm sharing. I will also include a chat note and a free digital journal in the description box. Feel free to download if you're interested. In our last video, I introduced the 10 core meaning of the red on top, deep red on bottom color combination in my original color perception method. Today, we're going to dive into a relay theme, balancing dependence and independence in love. Love can feel like a red thread tying two destiny together. Yet, at the same time, it needs two whole souls to dance a beautiful duet. Finding the balance between dependence and independence in a relationship is a lifelong lesson for many. We long for deep intimacy with our partner, yet fear losing ourselves. We want to give everything, but also yearns for space that belongs to us alone. If emotional boundaries are like a rose with thorns, then the balance between dependence and independence is like two red ribbons dancing together, sometimes wound tightly, sometimes flowing freely, each with its own rhythm, yet still intertwined. Without weaving together, there can be no dance, but too much entanglement, and the beauty is lost. In psychology, we often refer to attachment theory, which explains how adults express attachment in different ways. Some cling tightly, feeling lost without their partner. Others keeps a distance, believing it's safer to stay independent. But the healthiest way is known as secure attachment. It's the ability to rely on another with trust, while also standing strong in your own space. Imagine two tall trees growing side by side, each rooted in its own soil, yet sharing the same sunlight and rain. Their branches intertwine not to compete, but to grow stronger together. So today, we explore the question, how do we hold this red thread of love in balance? How can we connect deeply without losing our freedom? Love is not a train that blinds, but neither should it be so loose it drifts apart. It is two ribbons moving in harmony, not forced together, not pulled apart, but flowing in rhythm with one another. This is the maturity of love, and it's the inner lesson we hope to explore together today. From a psychological standpoint, codependency and extreme independence are both unhealthy. Codependency fuses two people into one. With no personal boundaries, extreme independence creates emotional walls, making true intimacy impossible. Let's first talk about codependency. Some couples, once in love, become each other's whole world. They want to do everything together and feel empty when apart. They might give up hobbies, friends, or personal time, revolving their lives entirely around their partners. It may appear romantic, but such relationships are fragile. When one person needs a little space, the other may panic or accuse them of not loving enough. This I can't exist without you mindset often stems from fear of being alone, of not being whole without the other. Their subconscious belief might be, I'm nothing without you. Their red thread is tied too tightly, suffocating both, until it becomes more of a rope than a connection. On the other hand, extreme independence is the other extreme. These individuals say, I'm me and you are you. Even in close relationship, they rarely ask for help or show vulnerability. Their motto might be, we love each other, but we owe each other nothing. While it sounds rational, it often lacks emotional closeness. Love is not a roommate arrangement. It needs a degree of mature reliance to foster intimacy. If one person insists on being too independent, the other may feel shut out, emotionally starved. There may be no fights, but also no warmth. Their inner belief is dependence is weakness, distance is safety. They tie many knots in the red thread, trying to serve any ties that could feel like a trap. But in doing so, they block the flow of love. This mirrors what psychologists call avoidant attachment. These individuals likely grow up with unmet emotional needs or rejection, so their subconscious now believes closeness is dangerous. To protect themselves, they distance and withdraw. It's an emotional survival strategy. Let's look at Alan's. Every day after work, he comes home and mentally checks out. He doesn't share feelings, doesn't show emotions. He appears calm and rational, but their relationship feels cold. Two people under one roof, living on different planets. From Jungian psychology, this can be seen as a shadow projection, burying one's vulnerable self and viewing it as dangerous. He used detachment to feel safe. His subconscious say, if I depend, I will get hurt. If I stay distant, I will stay safe. Scientific study supports this. A research study in Madrid on 175 couples found that avoidantly attached individuals were more likely to withdraw during the conflict, which directly lowered relationship satisfaction. The more their partners demand connection, the more they retreat. This pursuer distancer dynamic slowly frees the relationship. The red thread stretches too far, loose tensions, and eventually what looked like freedom becomes silence and emptiness. Two people in the same room no longer see each other. This is extreme independence, outwardly calm but inwardly afraid of being hurt or needing someone. It reminds us that when we pull away from love, it's not because we don't need it, but because we are afraid of being bound. Real love allows closeness without losing oneself. So let's now talk about the power of secure attachment. It's a kind of love where closeness and independence can both exist, and where we grow freely together. Psychologists describe it as the ability to trust others and stay independent at the same time. It's not just holding hands, it's the ability to grow in a relationship with a sense of safety. Picture again those two trees. They're rooted yet researching toward one another. They share sunshine and storm, but don't strangle each other. That is the red thread of love. Soft yet strong, close but not constricting. It brings intimacy while preserving freedom. This paradox, the deeper the connection, the greater the freedom, has been confirmed by research. When a partner is truly a secure base, we feel more confident to explore, take risks, and return home stronger. For example, Alex, even after marriage, keeps her hobbies and friendship. She tells her partner, this is my time, but I will come back. Ben listens without fear because Alice knows love is here, support is here. She dares to hike mountain, read new books, and try new jobs. Their relationship lets both hearts grow freely and firmly. From Jung's view, this kind of attachment lets us face the trial within. It's the part that carries fear, longing, and wounds. We no longer hide or overly clinging, but grow within a safe space where tears are welcome and growth is embraced. This is the maturity of love. They're accepting each other and even the imperfect part of ourselves. When you trust your partner to catch you when needed, and they know your world won't fall apart if they step away. That is the power of secure attachment. The wet thread doesn't choke, and it doesn't disappear. It gently stretches, recoils, stretches again in the rhythm of love. So, how can we find a healthy middle ground between dependence and independence? The Empress card offers us a beautiful reminder. Nurtures other while nurturing yourself. In the world of the Empress, she shares love generously, but she also knows how to grow within love. This means we can connect deeply with our partners without losing ourselves, like two trees standing side by side, each rooted in their own soil yet touching branches and sharing sunlight and rain. In psychology, this resonates with the concept of secure attachment. It's a relationship in which both partners feel safe depending on each other and equally safe being independent. Secure dependence means you trust your partner's love. You are not afraid to ask for help or receive care. Secure independence means you trust their loyalty and understanding, and you are comfortable giving each other space to grow. When you are together, you enjoy intimacy. When apart, you each thrive in your own world. To cultivate this balance, you can try the following practices. First, keep a part of your life just for yourself. No matter how much you love your partner, never abandon the interests, passions, and social circle that make you feel alive. Stay connected with your friends. Keep pursuing your dreams and hobbies. This isn't distancing, it's sustaining your own vitality. When you are fulfilled, you bring a more confident, interesting version of yourself back to the relationship. You will also have more things to share and appreciate with each other. Second, create shared but not exclusive connection. Find something you both enjoy doing together, like exercising, traveling, raising a pet, or sharing a hobby. This strengthens your bond, but at the same time, honor your partner's needs for their own hobbies and friendships. You don't have to do everything together. Think of the Empress's connection energy. There's a harmony in partnership, but also deep appreciation for solo joy and comfort. Third, communicate your needs openly. Talk directly about your ideal balance between alone time and together time. Every couple's rhythm is different, and the key is to find what feels good for both of you. For example, one person may want more closeness, while the other needs more space. A good compromise might be designating a few nights a week as me time and the rest as share time. Clear agreements like this can ease misunderstandings, so the person who needs space doesn't feel trapped, and the one who longs for closeness has something to look forward to. Fourth, practice building emotional security. If you tend to be more dependent or anxious about your partner's leaving, try daily self reassurance like, even when we're not speaking, our connection still exists. If you lean toward extreme independence and fearing being smothered, remind yourself relying on others doesn't make me weak. Letting someone in can also warm my heart. When you feel anxious in love, take a deep breath and imagine the Empress gently whispering to you. True stability in love comes from mature trust, not control. Let go of suspicions and control. Trust that the red thread connecting you both has its own string. You can protect it together without needing to grip tightly or cut it off. Fifth, Try a secure attachment meditation. When you and your partner are apart, doing your own thing, take a quiet moment, close your eyes, and softly say to the red thread in your heart, I know you're there, and you're strong enough. This isn't just comforting words, it's a promise to yourself and your relationship. It's a psychological safe base. This practice echoes the core theory of secure attachment. When we find a balance of dependence and independence in relationship, we create emotional stability and mature growth. Now, let's shift our perspective on this red thread of love. Let's first remind ourselves we're all learning. Sometimes our steps are unsteady. That's okay. As Jung and Freud point out, our attachment styles and inner archetypes live deep in the subconscious. They shape how we love, not because we're wrong, but because we're still learning. Imagine the red thread like an elastic band. It can stretch, but it doesn't break. Flexibility is the key, not binding too tightly or cutting it off completely. Red and deep red blend like dependence and independence, weaving their dance in love. Psychology tells us healthy relationships are resilient and responsive, not rigid or reactive. When you feel guilty for needing support, try saying to yourself, I didn't do anything wrong. I'm just learning how to love and how to be independent. This isn't giving up on love, it's adjusting your rhythm inside love. Yes, when I pull on the red thread, I can bring us closer, but I also need to let it ease. Only in that flow can we nourish one another. Have you ever experienced this? You reach out, wanting closeness, but your partner takes a step back. You panic and chase. Or maybe you try to step back, and they suddenly pull you close. That's the rhythm of the elastic thread. That push and pull isn't always disconnection. It's a natural recalibration, helping each of you find your place. If you have ever felt unsure about your role in the red thread of love, don't worry. That thread is your dance. Sometimes close, sometimes precious. As long as you remain aware, elasticity becomes strength, not pressure. So, next time you sense tension or coldness in your relationship, pause and ask yourself, is our elastic still stretching? Can we bounce back? That moment of awareness is the beginning of wisdom in love. When you observe, listen, and feel, the red thread stops being a burden. It becomes a symbol of freedom within closeness. When we talk about emotional maturity and inner integration in love, it's just like the Empress card upright. She nurtures others, yes, but also remembers to nurture herself. She is whole, steady, and gentle. She enriches the world with love and lets herself be enriched in return. And that's our ideal state in relationship. A self aware, emotionally grounded being who knows how to give without losing and love without fear. There's a powerful old Chinese saying when a couple is truly united in heart, their strength can cut through metal. It comes from the ancient text I Ching, and it means that when two people share the same heart and intention, their combined force becomes unstoppable. This beautifully echoes what we explore today. In intimacy, we're not meant to merge into one and lose ourselves. We're meant to stay rooted in our own power while walking side by side, supporting each other and growing together. Picture two trees planted side by side. Their roots may intertwine underground, but each tree still grows in its own direction. Their leaves brush and reflect one another, but neither overshadows the other. That's what mature love looks like. They're connected but whole. So, when you notice that red thread between you and your partners feels too tight or too loose, don't blame or doubt. Take it as a gentle reminder it's time to pause, talk to your partner, and find your share rhythm again. A relationship is not a tug of war, it's a duet. And if the music feels off, two people tuning together can always find harmony again. You might say something like, I love this relationship and I also want to keep a little space for myself. Or, I need more closeness. Can you help me feel your presence a bit more? This isn't demanding anything, it's simply creating trust and mature respect, gently with love. The emperors teach us that real love is nourishment in both directions. It's about bringing our wholeness into the relationship, not depending on the other to complete us. On this path of growth, we keep learning how to love and how to protect the string of love itself. When the red thread feels too tight, we loosen it. When it's too loose, we gently draw closer. The resilience with that grateful tensions is what makes love mature. In the end, balancing dependence and independence is a skill of the heart. It means having the courage to move closer and the courage to let go. It means giving but also allowing both yourself and your partners to stand strong, like that invisible red thread. When it's held with just the right touch, it connects without binding. That's the kind of love we long for. I'm happy when you come. I'm okay when you go. A love that walks hand in hand, yet lets each soul stand tall on its own. This kind of love doesn't smother through closeness, nor wither from distance. It's dynamic, like a living dance of petals and leaves. In the Empress's garden, they're entwined, yet ever unfolding. When we master this balance, love no longer feels like a battle. It becomes a symphony. Two melodies, distinct yet harmonized, come together in rhythm to compose something beautiful. In our next conversation, we will dive even deeper into self-awareness and personal growth. Gratitude to the universe. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share so more people can discover the spiritual intuition behind colors and their deeper meanings. See you next time. Yoo-hoo!